Hey, what's up guys, Max here, and wanted to put this video out there because this announcement was made on Kabam's MCOC Discord. So if you're not in there, or I'm sure they're going to announce this on the forums fairly soon, but announcement was made before you do any rank ups for season 21. We're currently in season 20, so talking about next season, Kabam changed the node completely. Yes, one of the nodes completely for the Battleground Season 21 in the Gladiator Circuit. So if you consistently make it to the Gladiator Circuit, you're already kind of, we only have about 7 days left of the season, and you're already kind of thinking, hey, what do I want to change? What do I want to upgrade? I would still caution you to wait until the season's active and live. We're going to be able to see what are the best attackers, what are the best defenders. Yeah, big changes are coming, or one big change is coming, which completely changes everything for season 21. So let's kind of talk about it right now. So as it currently reads, this is the old version, okay? Season 21 had something called high energy diet, basically saying that defender has 99% energy resistance, and any hit that deals energy damage regenerates them for what the damage would have been. So meaning even if your attacker deals energy damage. So I was using a good example. A lot of people have Havoc in their deck. So let's bring Havoc up so you can kind of see the descriptions here. And in his kit, if you look at all his attacks, basically Havoc's medium attacks, heavy attacks, and light ending combos all deal no contact and deal energy damage. So Havoc was going to be completely unusable, not just on his damage over time specials or any champion that applies damage over time with energy, but also on his offensive side, he was going to be completely useless because of that first phrase. So any hit with energy damage, the champion was going to regenerate. Now, the second part that made this node very interesting and a bit more difficult was going to be, while the defender is affected with an incinerate, shock, or cold snap debuff. Okay, so those are different than hitting with energy damage. Those are going to be actually damage over time, the ones I was mentioning earlier. So like, for example, incinerate. So like if Kushala, for example, Kushala does a special one, she applies incinerates on the special one, that would give the defender a 100% bar of power over 10 seconds. Now, one thing I didn't know about this, the way it's described, I didn't know if it was just one debuff counted as 1 bar of power over 10 seconds, or was it like if Kushala launches like 8 incinerates, was that like 8 bars of power, right? Which doesn't exist, meaning the defender goes instantly to rank 3 kind of over 10 seconds, because it's over 10 seconds the time that he has to go to fill that 1 bar of power. So that one I didn't understand and I wasn't sure on, but this is completely gone. So as one thing, we're gonna take a look at the new node. Let's bring it up here. So on the new node, it reads, it says, see where it says Boister, I believe that's pronounced, energy 3, says while suffering from a damage over time effect that deals energy damage, the defender gains plus 90% energy resistance. So no longer do your attacks that deal energy damage regenerate the opponent. So that's completely gone. And no longer do damage over time debuffs like incinerate, shock, cold snap debuffs give the opponent a bar of power over 10 seconds. So that's completely gone. So now now is only going to be damage over time effects. So meaning like the incinerates, anything that an opponent launches and attaches to the defender that applies energy damage, basically that's going to activate the plus 90% energy resistance. So using Kushala as an example again, even her special 2, special 1 deals energy damage. So those are not going to be as potent as like we normally are able to see them when it comes to like offensive. But it also now means that, like I was using an example of Havoc, his attacks, because they do energy damage, are no longer going to be like regenerating the opponent. So what this does really, it's a good thing for the player base. You know, it actually makes the player's roster a little bit more usable. The way it was before, you were going to be limited on your attackers, completely limited on your attackers. And so if your roster is not as developed and you still have difficulties climbing when it comes to the victory track or the gladiator circuit, you were really going to have a hard time well, not the victory track, but if you make it to the gladiator circuit and you wanted to kind of like explore, and your roster again wasn't as big, didn't have as many rank ups that were pretty much kind of usable, then you were going to have a difficult time in the gladiator circuit. So overall, the changes that Kabam made and announced yesterday when it comes to the gladiator circuit for season 21 are pretty good, really good for all the players and their rosters, giving them more options to be able to attack. That's kind of the goal. So does it become a like arena battlegrounds season again? Well, not so much. Well, it's not going to be as hard or as difficult for players to kind of like, you know, fight each other when it comes to the season 21 gladiator circuit. So again, we'll be able to test this in off season, whether that is implemented in the game. For off season, we don't know. That might be bugged. We still might have the ability, the other node. You know, we'll see if Kabam's on top of this and are aware, and that this node is being changed for the off season. Well, the next season 21. So again, it was just a like change that happened immediately right now. So yeah, be on the lookout for that announcement too. Like I said, it was on Discord. So let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Do you appreciate that? I think it helps the players, again, just more options on attack than what it was before. But I still have a gripe, and it has nothing to do with the nodes. It has more to do with this long ass 1 month seasons battlegrounds nodes. Man, like, this is the first time we experienced it in season 20. We're gonna do it again in season 21. I'm getting bored of the same nodes for an entire month, and a player like me, and not everybody, but a player like me and a lot of other players too, get into the gladiator circuit, or can get into the gladiator circuit within 48 hours of the season starting, and so we're stuck there with an entire month of the same node over and over and over, and then we start facing the same players unless you kind of shift and move up or down. You know, you start facing the same players over and over. So I don't know. I don't know I don't like this 1 month seasons. I don't. So I kind of wish that would change. But guys, take care. Yeah. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.